Hi guys, it's Granny Tana speaking. Welcome to this FS22 map tour video. In this video we'll have a look at the map Carparthian countryside. And this map is available at Modhub for all platforms, so it's a standard sized map, but a huge standard sized map. And yeah, it's made by the modder MrHector. And he writes in his mod description, it's a fictional map inspired by a modern real-life agricultural company and its surroundings in western Slovakia. So this is more to the eastern side of Europe. Sometimes they consider themselves as Central Europe, but from my point of view it is to the east. And yeah, it has three pre-placed farms, and the main farm is huge, enormous huge, and the other farms are big too, as far as I have seen. So let's go. And here you can see our farm. Isn't it? It is just mind-blowing. Yeah, and we'll have a look. So here we are in front of our farm. And there's a road, and here's another road. This is useful. We have this in our area too, so beside the road for the cars, there is a road for agricultural vehicles and sometimes used for bicycle rides. I love to use those roads for bicycles, and when a tractor comes, I go to the side and stand and greet the tractor driver, and then they are always happy to greet me back. So this is already a wonderful beginning of this map, because I really love this type of road beside the road. It's so useful when you are slowly with your tractor. You don't have any problems with all the cars. And here this wonderful road ends, and here is our farm. And in front of our farm there is a real parking place. So this is quite totally different than all the other farms I used to play. Maybe there are those maps with those huge farms out there somewhere, but I don't usually play them. I only play small maps with nice little rustic little farms somehow. That's what I mainly like, but this is fascinating. And maybe I like this too. I think I like it, because this is so different that it is really mind-blowing. Here's some bicycles, so some of the workers come to the work with their bike. Yeah, and let's first have a look into some of those buildings. Okay. And here you see this huge place. You could celebrate a huge party there, or you could drive with your very huge combine. Okay, and I think those are sheds too. Ah, here's a tractor. Oh, not one tractor, 4 tractors. Okay. And there seems to be a house. And this is maybe the horse barn. because of this symbol. Let's check. 16 horses, okay. This is normal. Yeah, this is definitely the horse barn. Okay, and here they can roam around. And there seems to be the farmhouse. Oh, and here you already have a horse trailer and a car. This is good. And let's go inside. Oh, this is not the typical farmhouse where old farmer used to live with his old wife and now you take it over. This is more like a hotel or such. And here, okay, kitchen, old-fashioned but professional looking. Yeah, this is not a private kitchen. Oh, and see, and look. Here, a dining hall. Not for your small family, but this is a huge farm with a lot of farm hands and farm workers that live here and that eat here. This is my impression. So they don't write this is for all your farm hands, but it's obvious somehow. And here you have the employee of the month. And this is... Oh! Okay, so you can go from dining or breakfast directly to your combine and start with your work. Yes. But let's go on in the house. Let's see. This can't be opened. Maybe because we are not employees for cleaning. Okay, it's like a hotel a little bit. Oops. This can't be open. Let's see at the other end. So there are 5 rooms. Okay. Here we are. Maybe this is our room. Yeah, what else could it be? With a TV and a sofa and a bed and a special icon for sleeping and a special icon for the wardrobe. This is a good idea, a very good idea. Maybe I should do such a thing too. It's not so difficult to design a t-shirt, I think. And this is much more informative than the icons with the exclamation mark. Yeah, and you have your notebook and a table. So we live here as a farmhand, so to say. Yeah, that is my interpretation of this. And yeah, we have we take care of the money as well. And maybe the helpers, they sleep in the other 4 rooms. Here we have a map of the map. And maybe we should just have a look at the PDA map. So, here you can see this is a rather full map, so I think this is the map border. And it is full till the end. And that makes it a really big map, even if it's only a standard size map. And the fields are huge. Let's check how much hectares. So you have field 39. This is 5 hectares. 39. Where is it? So this small field is 5 hectares. So in my opinion, those are big fields. I think when you come from America, the Great Plains, or if you come from Eastern Germany in the north, then you would consider this as maybe just medium-sized fields. But for my taste, those fields are big. I usually play with smaller fields. And we have some fields already. They are not so helper friendly. Yeah, we own this, and then here something like a narrow stripe. And this huge area. And let's check what the price for the fields are. Let's just take this one. This is 659. Okay, so you have to earn quite some money to be able to buy new fields. Oh, this huge one. 1.4 million. But I think with this huge farm that you already have and those fields, it is not so difficult to earn this money. Oh, with images all over the place. This house is amazing somehow, and it's really totally different. So it is nothing that I would build on a map, because I would build a smaller, bucolic, nice and tiny and cozy map. But I'm fascinated by this. I find this absolutely fascinating. So here we have this big hall. Maybe we can put 5 combines inside, but without the header. Let's go a little bit further around on this map, and then on this farm area. Okay, lime spreader and roller, and this. Let's see. It's a workshop. Look, you can drive up there and then you have your own workshop. This is fantastic. And what is this? This is a liquid fertilizer tank. Okay. Wow. And there are a lot of sheds. Oh, and look, all this grass working equipment. It's nearly everything you need for the beginning. Okay, the loading wagon is not so big, so soon you would need a bigger one, I guess. But you have the... Oh, this is just a normal baler. And yeah, this there is not my favorite back mower, but you have 2 mowers already. So for the starting equipment, this is fantastic. Wow. What is this? Floodlight. It is grain storage. Oh! This is a grain storage and shredder. Oh, it's a pig food. Where is the recipe? Maybe outside? So here you put your stuff inside and... What is this? Maybe you get your grain from there and you put it there. Oh, this is a totally different kind of agricultural work than I'm used in FS22. Wow. Have you worked on such a huge farm in FS22? And this? I think this is something like the new bale storage. Oh, and this seems like a silo. Oi, 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 oi. Yeah. And here is the header. Both of them. Very well. Look what you got. I think you get everything here. 2 trailers already. Let's check the garage. Whoa! Look, it's full. It's completely full. But you only have this 2 of them. Cedar that I don't like so much. Oh, it's already a little bit older, therefore it's not so much worth. But you have strong tractors that can pull it, and I think you can earn rather fast money, I hope, and then you can buy better cedar. Yeah, I think you would need to have an idea how to make the best out of it. And here it's just a small house with an awning. This is from FS19. There are quite some textures from FS19. And yeah, I like to use those textures too, therefore I know them. And I ask myself, has this map been out in FS19 or not? Because only because I recognize some textures doesn't mean anything. I use those textures in my new maps as well, because there were very nice textures in FS19. Here we have those calf igloos. I think they are only decorative, but they have those family igloos, and there the calves are not so lonely. And I read about there are calf igloos for up to 15 calves, and then they are quite happy inside. And this looks like maybe for 4 or 5 calves. But I think only decorative. And yeah, this is a bunker silo. Yes, it's a bunker silo. It's a huge bunker silo. Wow. I ask myself whether this map is good as a single player. I'm sure it is perfect for multiplayer. Can you enter? No. Because a lot of those things, this hugeness, that screams for multiplayer, but I think you can play it as a single player too. Here you have a cow barn. Let's check. For 300 cows, okay. let's go inside and have a look. Okay. Oh, this looks like a real cow barn. Dirty and... yeah, as they look when I watch videos about cow barns. Yeah, I think if you have those meat cows, the cattle, and you first start with having them, buying them and selling them after 10 hours with a profit, then you can make quite some profit, and then you can expand your farm rather fast and buy the better sowing machine, for example. And I think here they have, yeah, some space. Okay, so it's not so much area to roam around, but not as in the valley, the old farm, but the barn is rather big. Awesome. And here you can... okay, you can drive through this. This is a good idea. I always ask myself, because in reality those cow barns are very often like that. That you have the road for the tractor with the feeder in the center, and to both sides you have areas for the cows. And I ask myself how to make this in FS22. And because if you close it here, because there the cows run around, you have to go backward when you go out. Or you make it that this is closed, but then here no cows will go, which is not so good as well. But this is a perfect solution. So you could make the barn that the cows are at both sides, and here you don't have enough mesh for the cows, and then you go out, and here you have to drive through some cows, okay, and you can leave and you can perfectly circle around without having to turn inside the building. And as the cows can roam around here, they can use both sides of the barn. This is good. This is a really good idea. So that was a modding thought. But maybe this is interesting for players as well, because yeah, usually we always have those barns that are only on one side for the cows, and on the side it's for the tractors. And this seems to be the back side of our farm. And here we can see this is grass. We will need grass for our 300 cows. Maybe better start with only 50 cows. Okay. Oh yeah. This video is already 24 minutes long, and I haven't even watched the whole farm. So I think I stop roaming around the farm and saying, oh, and here, and how, and what. And maybe I just pick the pickup and we drive a little bit around to see something more of this map as only this farm. I think I could walk around here and discover stuff for 2 hours. But I don't want this video to be 2 hours long. This is fascinating. So, where do we go? There is a village close by. This one. Maybe we should just go to the village and have a look. Somehow this map is totally fascinating for me. There are only very few maps that fascinates me and I like to play on, and so most of the maps I see the PDA or I see the amount of required mods and I think, okay, no thank you. And this doesn't even have required mods, so the modder built everything himself, I guess, which is a lot of work, a really lot of work. So I have to go to the side. And I know this because I built the buildings for my German map as well, and it takes months and months. Only some village houses, and this whole area here, this huge farmhouse and all the sheds, and it must have taken him maybe years. And it has such special character and feeling, and what we see here, there, look, the gardens, they have small fields in their gardens. I ask myself whether this is real. I know in the countryside people very often have vegetable gardens, like here we have big vegetable garden ourselves, but I have never seen grain growing in a garden. Do they do this in Western Slovakia? This is something I would be really interested, whether the people who live in the village have their tiny little wheat field or cornfield in their garden, and all around the village are those huge fields. Maybe they do. Maybe I should have a look at Google Earth. Yeah, and so we have a look at the village. So this is a building from Giants here, this restaurant with a lot of outside seatings. But here I see a lot of, I guess, self-built buildings. And there is a special bridge for the pedestrians. And there is the well-known supermarket. So maybe I just go there. Yeah, and it has a restaurant area as well. And here we have Ehrenrathaus. I think it's Ehrenrathaus. Or is it Felsbrunn? I don't know, but it looks a little bit like a giant's house. But all the others... Oh, a playground! How cute! Oops. Nice houses. I'm always so... It looks like maybe some Felsbrunn houses, but I'm not sure. Maybe I have missed this map in FS19. So I could have a look at Modhub. I just looked at the Modhub. This modder made some mods at FS4, FS19, but I haven't seen this map. So maybe he just converted the houses. I know a German modder, Vector Man, who is converting or who had converted the FS19 houses for his map. Oh, holy holy. Is this the Felsbro map? I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. This is so fascinating. Look. And here we have a field. Just the village stops and whoosh. A strangely shaped field. Oh, look. Yeah, this field is very strangely shaped. Okay. So there are some fields that are not so good with helpers. But if you have a really big combine and big equipment, maybe I can turn around. Then you can do it yourself. Don't need so many helpers. Yeah, so maybe we just leave the village and then it is good for the time being, because I can't visit the whole map anyhow. It would take half a day or so. Oh, it looks nice. Yeah. At the moment I'm thinking on maybe playing on this map on my German channel. Not at once, but let's say rather soon. And I first have to finish other things. And on my English channel I'm quite happy with the Valley, the Old Farm and the Backroads County now, and I don't want to add another Let's Play because that would split it up too much and every Let's Play would only get very few episodes per week. But maybe I play on this later. Anyhow, I think it's not a good idea to play on one map at the same time in two different Let's Plays, because then I get totally confused. So maybe when I'm done with this map on my German channel, I could imagine to play here. If there is no other map then that I want to play on my English language channel. So, what do you think about this map? Have you had a look on this? Yeah, and do you like it or not? And I find it really fascinating, this map. Yeah. Okay. So then I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for watching and all the best. Till next time. Tschüss.